Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something really cool. A trend that's all about creativity, getting your hands dirty, and just making stuff. We're talking about the maker culture, which is all about shifting from being just a consumer to becoming a creator.
So let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever had something break, like a remote control or an old toy, and instead of just chucking it in the bin, you had this little voice in your head saying, I wonder what's inside. So you grabbed a screwdriver and just pried it open to see all the little bits and pieces.
Well, if you've ever done that, even if you had no idea how to put it back together, then guess what? You've already got it. That curiosity, right there, is the heart and soul of the maker spirit. It's that simple urge to understand how things tick.
So yeah, that feeling has a name. It's the maker spirit. And honestly, it's the engine behind a genuine technological and social revolution that's happening right now.
At its core, the maker movement is really about a huge shift in our mindset. It's basically saying, hey, you don't need a fancy engineering degree to be an inventor. It's all about losing that fear of technology, Popping open those mysterious black boxes and realizing that anyone, and yeah, that means you, can design, build, and even fix their own things.
Okay, so how does this actually work in the real world? It's not just a nice thought. The entire culture is really propped up by three big, interconnected ideas, or pillars.
The first pillar is an evolution of something we all know. DIY, right? Do it yourself. But the maker movement takes that and kicks it up a notch to DIT, do it together. The idea is, yeah, working alone is great, but the real magic happens when people collaborate. That's where things called makerspaces come in. Think of them like a gym, but instead of weights, they've got 3D printers and laser cutters and a community of people all helping each other create. Pillar number 2 is open source, and the principle here is so simple, but it's totally revolutionary. Knowledge should be free. So imagine your washing machine breaks because of some tiny plastic part. Instead of selling a replacement, someone designs one and just uploads the 3D printable plans online for free. So anyone in the world can download it, print it, and fix their machine. And this goes for everything, from low-cost prosthetics to scientific equipment. That's the power of open source.
And that leads perfectly into our third and maybe the most critical pillar, sustainability. This quote just says it all. We live in a use-and-throw-away world, but the maker repairs. That act of tinkering isn't just about saving a bit of cash. It's a powerful statement against our disposable culture. It's about reducing mountains of electronic waste and actually owning the stuff we buy.
So we've got the big ideas: collaboration, open knowledge, and repair. But what about the practical side? What do you actually use to make things? Let's take a look at the Maker's Toolkit.
And here's the best part. You really don't need $1 million lab. The whole movement is powered by tools that are surprisingly accessible. They basically fall into 3 buckets: 3D printers, which are amazing, these tiny little computers called microcontrollers, and of course, all the classic tools you already know.
And when I say accessible, I mean it. Look at this. For about 30 euros, you can get something called an Arduino. It's a microcontroller. Basically, it's a tiny, programmable brain for your projects, about the size of a credit card. It can power anything from a little robot to an automatic plant watering system. It's incredible.
So here's the key takeaway. Being a maker isn't about throwing away the old skills for new ones. It's about blending them. The modern maker is just as likely to be coding that Arduino 1 minute and then pick up a hammer or a soldering iron the next. The digital and the analog, they work together perfectly.
Okay, this all sounds pretty inspiring, right? The philosophy is cool, the tools are cheap, but where on earth do you begin? How do you actually go from just hearing about this to doing it? Let's break it down.
It's honestly simpler than you think. The next time something breaks, just stop. That's your starting point. First step, don't throw it away. Second, hop online and search for a tutorial. I promise, someone has already fixed the exact same thing. Third, get brave and just open it up. And fourth, and this is the most important one, learn from your mistakes. Because messing up isn't failure. It's actually the best way you're ever going to learn anything.
So, that's the maker movement. It's a shift from just consuming to actually creating, repairing, and sharing. It's all about taking back a little control over the technology that fills our lives. And that brings us to the final, most important question of all. Now that you know the spirit, the ideas, and the tools, what are you going to create?